Title of the story? Play the hand you're dealt. The story. A long time ago, a thinker named Seneca said something that hits home just as hard today. Hard times train your mind the same way heavy lifting builds muscle. The tough spots we spend our days running from our weak points, our slow starts. The stuff we wish we had are actually the exact things that sharpen us. Most people burn out trying to force things to happen with skills they just don't have, totally missing the quiet strengths they're already sitting on. Out in a quiet stretch of woods by a river, there was a little turtle just doing his thing. While other animals were running around full speed or swooping through the trees, this little guy took his sweet time walking across the grass. The rest of the woods looked at him like he was dead weight. In the wild, if you're not fast or shredded, you usually don't make it. But the turtle didn't sweat it or complain. He just put one foot in front of the other, kept his cool, and went about his day. One morning, on his regular food run, he spotted a crow losing its mind on the trail. The bird had found a handful of walnuts and was going at them with everything it had. It was picking them up, dropping them from branches, and smashing them against rocks, but the shells wouldn't budge. The crow was getting furious, flapping all over the place and pecking away, getting nowhere fast. The turtle watched from a distance. With his solid jaw and heavy bite, he could have snapped those shells open in 2 seconds flat. But seeing how irritated and worked up the crow was, he figured it wasn't the right time to step in, so he kept walking. A little down the road, he ran into something he rarely ever saw. A banana tree loaded with bright, ripe yellow bananas. They smelled amazing, and he was starving. He tried shoving the trunk, but it didn't move an inch. He tried leaning all his weight into it, and even took a bite out of the bark. Nothing. Being short, slow, and low to the ground, there was zero chance he was getting up there. Instead of throwing a fit or cursing his bad luck, the turtle just stopped. Didn't waste his breath trying to brute force a lost cause. He took a breath, looked at the big picture, and put 2 and 2 together. He walked back to the trail where the crow was still struggling and threw out a simple deal. He'd crack all the walnuts with his jaws if the crow would fly up and knock down the bunch of bananas. Just like that, they both got a full meal not by trying to be something they weren't, but by working together and using what they already had. Moral of the story? You don't have to be the loudest, fastest, or strongest in the room to win. You just have to keep your head cool, know your own strengths, and work smart. Lesson from the story. Stop beating yourself up over what you can't do and start using what you can. When you hit a wall, don't just bang your head against it. Take a step back. Figure out what you bring to the table and find a smarter angle or team up to get it done. Best quote to understand the story. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Seneca quote. Conclusion. Your limits only hold you back when you try to play somebody else's game. When you stay patient, own your own pace, and play your cards right, you can reach whatever you're aiming for without forcing it.